afternoon, everybody. Calm Biker here. Got the second camera on just for the sake of it, really. Just thought I'd try it. I haven't used it in ages. I think the most use it got was the unboxing video that some people loved, some people hated. I guess the people who liked it were people who watched my channel anyway, and the people who hated it were people who wanted to see a sensible unboxing. But I'm not really the unboxing kind of person. I'm amazed at how big a thing unboxing has become. Anyway, it's a nice Sunday afternoon. Thought I'd come out for a quick ride with Mrs. C. There she is. You can see her on the rear view camera. It could be the Mrs. C camera. And I thought I'd just come out for a spin to check a few things out, really. I've been trying to hunt down that whooshing noise. So yesterday, which was Saturday, I spent about 5 or 6 hours in the garage looking at bits and pieces. Had the wheels off for another check of the wheel bearings, just to make sure I wasn't going to suddenly have a wheel lock up on me. And they are as smooth as you like. Absolutely beautiful. And I thought I would check over the chain. I went through every link of the chain with the wheels off. And there's not a single link on there that you would say was particularly stiff. They're all just kind of chainy. With 18,075 miles on them right now. Since I'm at a red light, I get to look down. I can see the actual mileage, but 18,075 miles. I'm actually surprised at how well the chain is doing. I kind of expected it would be on its last legs, but it's lovely. It's rust free. I've got it spotlessly clean, and yeah, no stuck links or anything. Some are a little stiffer than others, but you would expect that after that kind of mileage, wouldn't you? And then I had the sprocket cover off, so I could have a look at the front sprocket, which was buried in a mound of chain wax. It's that usual thing where you've got behind the cover there's about an inch thick of black goo. But the sprocket itself's in good condition, no hooking, no wearing that I can see. So it's a bit of a mystery, so I'm kind of hoping that in my tinkering yesterday I might have found it. But I'll only find out by riding it today, and I probably on this little ride won't get a chance to hear it much anyway. I have noticed that I seem to hear it the most under acceleration. When I roll off the throttle, I don't hear it anymore. Which does make me think chain. The chain tension yesterday was at about 22 mil of slack. I've moved it back to the centre of its range, which is 25 mil of slack, and it's actually on pretty much bang on 25 mil on my 0.5 millimetre ruler. But the range is 20 to 30, so it's within spec. It's not stretched, as they say, or worn to the point of lengthening the chain. I'm just absolutely baffled by it all. But anyway, the weather has cleared, so Mrs. C and I decided to go for a little ride. We're going to go and look at something that'll probably be in a different video, and that allowed me that time yesterday to investigate and find nothing. While I was going over the bike, I checked out all the consumables and everything, as you do. And the tyres are starting to wear a little thin. Down to 2.6 mil. Legal limit in this country is 1 mil. I'm not sure of the logic of going down to 1 mil. That seems a bit like you could be pushing your luck. Maybe not in summer so much. Certainly, if it's wet, it increases the risk, doesn't it, of having a slide, and I guess it could increase the risk of having a puncture. I might just be making that up. I don't know. But they're certainly starting to wear a little bit. These are the Pilot Power 3s, which I got. Every time I've bought new tyres for a bike, they've been Michelin's, and they've been Pilot Road 4s up until this point. where I decided I was going to get something different, because Pilot Road 4's a little bit older. They've been replaced by the Road 5s. They dropped the Pilot, and I thought at the time I might try some Road 5s, but maybe I'll try something else just for a bit of a change. But I stuck with the Michelins, and I went with Pilot Power 3s, and they wear very, very evenly, I have to say. Pilot Powers have worn front and back pretty much the same. So I've got 2.6mm on the front, 2.5mm on the rear of tread remaining, which is pretty good. I mean, in the past I've got through 2 rears to a front. But they've gone quicker. I couldn't tell you the actual mileage. Well, I probably could if I went and looked it up, but I can't tell you without looking it up. But in terms of how long they've lasted, it's about half the time that the Pilot Road 4s lasted. The Road 5s are supposed to last even longer, but then they cost quite a lot more. Especially at the minute, the price of tyres seems to have rocketed. So for a change, for the first time in my biking life, or indeed my life, I bought some motorcycle tyres that are not made by Michelin. So they're on the way now. I bought some Pirellis. I remember Danny G, and unfortunately no longer vlogging since his accident, no longer riding since his accident. Must get together for a cuppa, Danny, if you're watching. He told me in the past that he really liked the Pirelli Angels, and he used to put them on his Blackbird, the Angel GTs. The GTs because it's a heavier bike. So I've tried, well, I haven't tried yet, but I bought to try some Pirelli Angel STs, which are the ones for slightly lighter bikes. Now, I don't know, maybe my bike's too heavy for them, maybe it's not. They're recommended for the bike, and plenty of people with Z1000 do ride with them on. So I thought I'd give them a try and see how they differ from the Michelins. Because I found the Michelins, the 2 tyres that I've had, have been pretty much the same. I expected from the Pilot Powers I would get more confidence or better feeling of grip or something like that, and maybe I'd get a feeling of less grip in the wet. But actually they've been almost identical in terms of riding to the Pilot Road 4s. I'm not a fast rider, you know. I have my moments where I have some fun with it, but I'm not the sort of person who goes edge to edge. I have ridden to the edge of a tyre. Wasn't on my bike. It wasn't a course where the whole point was to learn the lean limits of a bike and to get your knee down. And it was good fun, but I don't think it's necessarily suited to the road. But each to their own, you know. If you want to get your knee down on the bends, fine, mate. It's your prerogative. I've also ridden off the edge of a tyre, which was most unpleasant. But when I'm riding on the road, generally speaking, I'm doing roughly the speed limit, and you know, there's not that many opportunities to really crank it over that far. And on the roads around here, where we live in Potholeville, and we also have lots and lots of gravel on the roads because of those potholes. They don't do a lot of maintenance around here. Bouncing around on it. Then, yeah, I don't think it's really wise for the roads around here where you could potentially do it. Give you a quick update on the state of the roads. Mrs. C just bounced off the seat into my back, and she's just done it again, and now her foot's not even on the foot peg, it's in the back of our shin. Oh, calf. That's the quality of roads we have, and the reason that I won't be trying to get my knee down on this roundabout. This is also the roundabout that I have many times in the car. Well, by many, I mean maybe 3. Had all 4 car tyres slide at the same time because of the amount of diesel we have as well. Anyway, that's enough waffle from me. I guess this is almost a bit of a mini Tower of Babel. Or maybe it's a bike update. I don't know. But either way, I would just say thank you for watching, everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.